We're back with another episode of TPI and Company. We've got Jason and Jacob with us today. And guys, we've got a special guest for our episode today.
Yep.
Yeah, this is Dave.
Okay, so Dave is a fellow announcer with me at WOSN TV and does a few other things as well. And he very graciously made the long trek from his home, about an hour away, to come see us in WOSN. So we appreciate Dave for taking some time out. And Jason and Jacob just wanted to talk to him a little bit about some of the different things that he does. So, fellas, we'll let you take it away.
What do you do as a podcaster with Mr. Randall? What will you do?
So most of the time when I'm with Mr. Roberts, I'm a color commentator because he does play-by-play.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah. So, Jason, what I do is I fill in. Like when he's talking about the game and what's happening, when there are pauses, I jump in and add some what they call color to the commentary, to the game, to give it a little bit of spice.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
What kind of games do you commentate on?
Well, I do football, I do volleyball, I do boys and girls basketball, and I also do baseball and softball. So pretty much fall, winter, and spring, and we have a lot of fun with it. And one of the things that when I'm doing a game, I thought I would bring these along. Like this is my play chart for a basketball game. This was Lincoln View and Colonel Crawford in the regional championship game. So you do a lot of prep work, you know, just like when you guys go to your job, you just don't walk in and do everything. Sometimes you have to think about what you got to do before you do it, don't you?
Yep.
So that's what we do as well. So I have all the players' names. The blue, that's who starts.
Okay.
And then like green, when I have that over here, and green, they're the leader in that category.
Okay.
Makes sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then yellow for me is the most improved player. I try to find time to talk to the coaches a little bit before the game, like the week leading up to it, and find out some information about their team, who their leader is, who their most improved player is. And then I also, in red, for me, that's what I call a glue guy. Do you know what a glue guy is?
No.
I've never actually heard of that before.
Yeah. Well, I bet you guys do this when you do Special Olympics. Like you go out there and you hustle and you give great effort and everything.
Yep.
That's what I call a glue guy. Somebody who does all the hard work and maybe doesn't, like in basketball, score all the points, but he's very, very valuable to his or her team. Okay. So that's what I like to do there. And I like to be able to give that young man or young woman some props or kudos or some positive comments during the game. So that's basketball. Here's one for volleyball. I did the state championship in volleyball last fall down in Dayton, Ohio. And these were the two teams in this game. It was the Mentor Cardinals and Olentangy Orange. And then all this information, I collect it and have it on hand in case Randy, for instance, Mr. Roberts, asks me a question that I need to have an answer to. I better have done my homework.
That's right.
Yeah. Did you guys do you do homework, or have you had to do homework in the past?
Yeah, I had to do homework when I was in high school and in middle school a lot.
Yeah, and I did too.
They technically had to do it for this interview, too.
Yeah. Exactly. So like this one, then this is a football game from last fall. It's between Lipsick and Columbus Grove. Have you heard of Lipsick and Columbus Grove?
I've heard of the name.
Yep, I heard a name about that. Yeah.
And this was a regional championship game too. So notice the different colors on here. Again, red is signifying something, green, blue, purple. They're different pieces, and I try to do it for both schools so I have a balance, so I can talk about both schools in that on that same topic.
Okay.
And then this was baseball from this spring. I did Crestview and Lincoln View last week, a baseball game. And I'm from Crestview. That's where I went to school, and then that's where I taught, and I was an administrator and coach for many, many years.
Oh, wow.
So Lincoln View won, though. They beat Crestview.
Oh boy!
And I had to stay positive because that's what an
Yep.
announcer does. You know, you don't want to be biased. You don't want to favor one team over another. You have to be fair to both teams.
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought I'd show you some of this. This is my homework for when I do a game.
Yeah, because you can notice like some of the announcers like on TV are like unbiased, like how like the wrestling announcers are like unbiased.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They have to be,
Yeah.
Yep.
because if they're favoring one team or over another, they're going to be called on the carpet. They're going to get in trouble for doing that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. What kind do you listen to music?
I love 80s music. Bruce Springsteen's one of my favorite singers from when I was a kid, but I love all 80s music. I love all music, but 80s are my go-to categories right there, the different types of music of the 80s. How about you?
I like I like a hip hop and something rap. You know,
so like Usher. Do you like Usher?
I like Usher and all them, and the movie itself, Straight Outta Compton.
Oh, okay.
I like that. Simplify everything.
Straight Outta Compton. So you should have a T-shirt that says Straight Outta WOSN.
Yeah. DJ Wen and Ice Cube in there and everything.
Okay.
There's a gang violence. They have to put all the things together.
Okay.
So,
Jacob, what's your favorite?
I don't actually have like a favorite music. I'll listen to what my mom listens to. She likes Pink, and I've heard like Rolling Stones.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Mick Jagger.
Because like when I watch like WWE, like they pick like theme songs that like they like.
Yeah.
Which is all different.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yep. How many years married to your wife?
Oh, I've been married to my wife 36 years.
Oh.
And that's easy for me to remember because that's how many years. I may have messed that up now I think about it because I was in education 36 years. I've been married 38.
Whoa.
Because I retired 2 years ago.
Ah.
Okay? It used to be the same. So it's no longer the same because my professional career as an educator stopped at 36, and that was 2 years ago. So 38 years is how long we've been married.
How many years did you go to school?
Okay.
For?
So I went to high school, just like you guys did, right? You said you graduated from WOSN.
Yep.
And you graduated from
Start.
Okay. So I graduated from Crestview, and then I went to the Ohio State University. That's your favorite school, right, Jason?
Kind of.
I thought it was Michigan.
It is Michigan.
Oh, okay.
There's Jacobs, though.
Yeah. There you go, Jacob. Go Bucks. Go Bucks. So I went to school there, and then I got my first job at a little school called Bradford, and then I taught 2 years at Lincolnview, which I mentioned just a little bit ago, and then I came back to Crestview, and I taught and coached there. Well, I taught for 33 years, and overall, my coaching tenure was 30 years.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're in school, all that. How many years you've been in principal?
Okay, so I was in the classroom where I taught. I taught high school English. I taught that for 15 years, and then I rolled over into what we call administration. So I was an athletic director and an assistant principal for around 10 years, and then I was an athletic director and a middle school principal, middle school being 6th through 8th grade for 5 years, and then I was a high school principal only for 6 years.
Wow.
How many years did you go to the Ohio State University?
I was there for 4 years. Right in Columbus. I was down there all 4 years. I went to all the football games and all the men's basketball games. And just really had a good time being a Buckeye.
Like seeing like their track and field, like
that's a great question because you do track and field for Special Olympics, don't you, Jacob? Yeah. So I did I officiated intramurals. Intramurals, that's not like the varsity team, but it's what students do. And I played. So I officiated basketball and I officiated softball and flag football. And as a result, we were able to, getting back to your track and field question, we were able to be part of one of the big track meets in the United States that was held at Ohio State called the Jesse Owens Classic.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was, and then I also worked the high school state track and field meet as well.
Okay.
And there were outstanding athletes both at the collegiate level for the Jesse Owens track meet right in Ohio Stadium at that time, and also the high school.
Yeah, we've
state
been
track
there, like state games.
Yeah.
That field.
At Jesse Owens now.
State track, the state summer games.
Yes.
Yeah.
Summer,
Yeah.
So these guys are pretty familiar with
Awesome.
Jesse Owens Stadium.
Yeah, we do the opening ceremonies
Yeah,
and all that.
because Jenny will like hold the torch like
Nice.
when we go down there.
Super.
They got to see. You guys have done the parade. What is it called? The Parade of Champions, or just the parade, the opening ceremony?
They're the part of the opening ceremony.
Yeah, just
they
the
get
parade.
to do a lap around the track.
Yeah.
What's your favorite NFL team?
See, that is a good question because I pretty much just follow the Buckeyes that go to the NFL and they're on different teams. When I was a kid, it was the Chicago Bears. Okay. So I don't really follow a specific team as much. Like C.J. Stroud, he plays for the Houston Texans, and then Mike Vrabel's the head coach of the New England Patriots, and there's several other Buckeyes that play on different teams. So I really don't have a favorite NFL team, but I follow Buckeyes in the NFL.
Okay.
Maybe the Browns a little bit.
Ooh.
I know. I can't say I'm a Browns fan because I haven't lived the suffering that so many true Browns fans have.
Like would you actually believe would you ever say Cleveland would make a Super Bowl ever in
my lifetime?
Yes.
It's going to be a tough task. That's a hard ask. I hope they do, but I don't know if they'll make it or not.
Right.
What's your favorite NBA team?
With the NBA, I would say the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Okay. You got a favorite baseball team?
Yeah, I'm a Cincinnati Reds guy.
Uh-oh.
Do you remember Pete Rose?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know he what. Yeah, I know. I wasn't born when he was I've heard his name on TV, but do you think he should be in their Hall of?
I knew you were going to ask me that. That's a great question, Jacob. I don't know. He was a great player.
Yeah.
He was a great player, but he made a lot of mistakes. He made a lot of poor decisions.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to pay for that for the rest of your life. And he did. I don't know if he'll get in now since he's already passed away. But
yeah, you did.
if he does, I'm okay with it. If he doesn't, I'm okay with it.
Do you have a favorite hockey team or no?
I got to go with the Columbus Blue Jackets.
What kind of you like WWE?
I'm not big into that. I listen to Mr. Roberts and Miles Holliday. You guys know who Miles is, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've interviewed him.
Yeah.
They talk about it all the time. I don't watch a whole lot of the pro wrestling.
Ah, gotcha.
He's too serious for that. So I think that's going to wrap up this episode of TPI and Company. Again, we want to thank Dave for making the trip up here to WOSN. So we appreciate the time that he's spent. He looks like you had something you wanted to say there, Jason.
You just subscribe,
like and subscribe to the YouTube channel at TPI and Company, and we'll talk to you next time.
Yeah.